Okay, we're going to take a preview of the 420 from Chester on Wednesday, which is race 5 on the card. It's a 5 furlong and 16 yard class 3, 9.9k to the winner, guaranteed 16k purse. Okay, there are penalties that apply here. You can go through them there. Pause your screen if you want to have a good look through them in depth. Class 3, £3. Class 2, £5. Class 1, £7. That really brings the class horses into play here. Small field, total of 9 runners, 3 place dividends at the end of the day. Overall, it's a very strong race for the class. 3 major seen chances, 3 minor chances. On top, we've got the 8 Sir Maximilian. It is available on the 4.0 line, odds of 3 to 1. And second best rated is Jane's Memory, the 9, the lightly raced Captain Rio 4-year-old filly, which is coming back off a long break for the Ray Guest Yard. Andre Atzini booked, which is currently available at 17.0. Sir Maximilian's been flying over in Maidan recently, including this 1.2 length win here over Rolseed. And then franking that in a Group 3, only beaten 2.5 lengths behind Fidian 2 starts ago, before finishing down the track, but not that far beaten, 4.3 off buffering the Australian sprinter at its last start at Group 1 level. That stakes quality form and getting in with only 9 stone 4 is just a sensational scenario here, especially with Kieran Fallon booked from the 3 alley. Very well placed. We have it actually rated around the 4.50 mark, so we want it to drift out a bit from this 3 to 1 mark. Hopefully it'll get out more towards the 4.50 mark, but happy to take 4.2, knowing that we're going to be backing the second top rated Jane's Memory in support of the top elect Sir Maximilian. Jane's Memory, real sprinting pedigree by Captain Rio out of an Averti mare. Won on debut at Leicester on soft going back in May 2014 here. Then was sent straight to France, to Chantilly, where it was only beaten a quarter of a length by El Suzio. Good margin back to third. And franked that, then stepping up to Group 3 level for 2-year-olds. Only beaten 2 lengths behind Gokum. Once again, good margins back through the field. That day, Andre Atzini was on board as well. So we take a bit of confidence knowing that Atzini's been rebooked here for this first up assault some 2 years later, or 1 year and 10 months later. But realistically, with the big upside and the fact that Sir Maximilian doesn't win that often, on an each way basis at the 17.0, you can back it each way with a good degree of confidence in support of the top elect Sir Maximilian. And Jane's Memory we have priced up as a 5.0 chance behind Sir Maximilian, which we have at 4.50, 4.60, around that kind of mark. Third best is the 6 Red Baron, the Mossvale 7-year-old gelding, getting on a bit long in the tooth. The fact that it hasn't been able to run down Ra Ra and Danzino at its last 2 starts when beaten 2.5 and 2 1/4, is a bit of a negative, although Ra Ra does look a very smart, lightly tried Lonhro youngster on the way up. And those 3 really have the race between them, but it's Sir Maximilian on top that we're happy to book with Fallon booked to ride. Happy to back with Fallon booked to ride. Atzini on the Captain Rio filly Jane's Memory in for second best. We'll back it in support of the top elect Sir Maximilian. And realistically, that's the way the race pans. Maljar is a lightly raced improver with a fair bit of upside. Good speed pedigree, Parko Boy out of a Taboo mare, but it is too short. Realistically, you want to be getting around the $7 to $8 mark for it. And the one that's really worth laying here is probably Kenny Cool, the KLF youngster, or even Dutch Masterpiece at 11 to 2, which are both unders, but I prefer to be laying Kenny Cool and at the out to the 9.0, 10.0 mark maximum price. But he looks the safest lay in this race. Yeah, so on top, Sir Maximilian back it with a decent degree of confidence that it can convert its Maidan form here, especially at the weights with 9 stone 4, so such a high rated horse, rated 112. And in support, back Jane's Memory, the Captain Rio 4-year-old filly on the 17.0 line, which is just sensational odds for the second top rated chance, which we have marked down as a 5.0 chance. That's another preview from hotbets365.com. Stand by for more to come over what looks to be a top class weekend of punting action over the next 5 days leading into the weekend and right through the weekend.